What do you think of this? Don't you love it? Hello YouTube, it's me, it's Diana D. I'm glad to see you again today, and let me tell you, it was a long weekend of yard sailing, estate sailing, thrift stores galore, and it has been a wonderful, wonderful weekend as far as hauling items. So with that, I am going to get into the first of the bigger things, and that way I don't have to worry about those, and I can sit down and show you the things on the table. This is a mannequin, and I drove by a yard sale and I've been looking for one, and I immediately jumped out of my car and ran to the lady and said, would you consider selling your mannequin? And she says, how much do you want to give me? And I said, how about $20? So I made out with a mannequin that's of course taller than me, but what isn't taller than me? Anyway, it was a great deal and a great find, and I'm so happy I finally have one to display all of my clothes on, especially the women's. I don't have a male one yet, but I'm working on it. On this one is a brand new Delecroix dress, and it is adorable. It ties in the back, and it's just cotton, so easy care, tiny cap sleeves, a V-neck, perfect to show off a very nice little necklace, maybe something with onyx in it, and it's just lovely. So yeah, I'm gonna move her out of the way. Y'all, if you think I have a good name, pick a name for her so I can say, hey, check out Amy today, or check out Joanne today. Second thing I got was at a little tiny out of the way thrift store that I drove by, and I just stopped in because I was in an area that I've never really been in before, and it was a beautiful shop, and so I picked up a bunch of stuff there, and I think the greatest find that I did find is this picture. And I know I have it in front of my face. It is a Michel Delecroix Le Hall lithograph print, and I got it for a song. And he has been around since he was born in France in 1933. He's had a lot of one-man shows as well as combination shows with other artists. He is a French painter in the naif style. I'm not real sure I'm saying that correctly, but yeah, he's a lot of his paintings are in Paris or in France and all over the world, and he just has the coolest look. So these go for online about $200, and I got it for under 10. So that's my big score. Put this back here. We're gonna go on with the rest. So, and for all you tin collectors, we're gonna start out with some antique tins. They're awesome. The first one is a Seabury's 1886 corn plaster tin. It is still in very good shape. I have seen this on Worth Point, and it is rare. I believe that it also contained cannabis or some derivative thereof, which is really unusual. I found that information out online. It's also made in the USA, and it is from East Orange, New Jersey. And the other ones, like I said, I've seen it are on Worth Point. So Seabury's tin, corn plaster. The next one I have is a Burnley soldering paste. It is from Burnley Battery and Manufacturing Company, and it incredibly still has the soldering paste inside. It is from the 1970s, and it's a great little tin as well. It is made in the USA. So that is that one. And it rusted with a little heart on the bottom. Just weird. Okay, the next one is a Paragon soldering paste. It is made in the US. It is a good find. It's rare, but it's not an ultra rare tin. And it also has something inside. If I can get it off. Well, I guess that's that. I'm not going to twist it off. Oh, there you go. So it has its soldering paste still in here, and it's in good shape. I mean, for being old. But, okay, so Paragon soldering paste. The next thing I have are 2 Lego boxes of toys. This one is the Hartlake Hair Salon, which is a really incredible find. Legos just seem to go to everybody. Collectors always seem to get them. This one has 318 pieces, and it's got little girls in it, Emma and Natasha, and it looks like a hair salon. You can see everything on the back, and looks like a cool thing if I was a little girl. So this will be in my store. The next one I have is a Lego Friends Pop Star dressing room. It also has 2 little girls in it, Olivia and Emma, and it looks like a studio where you would get ready before you go on stage, and it has 279 pieces. And Legos again, boys and girls love these things, highly collectible, and I know a lot of people that just don't give them up. They keep them and keep them and keep them. So that is another one that's going in my store, ages 7 to 12. Okay, the next thing I have is a Go for Broke game. And this one is from 1965. It has all the pieces in it except for one, which has been replaced with a little wooden piece, you know, just so they could continue to play it. And it's made by Sell, Chow, and Wright. And it says the game of Spend a Million. And it's sort of like Monopoly, I was told. I've never played it, but anybody who knows a Go for Broke fan, it's going to be in my store. The next thing I have is this adorable, I am not into baby things, but I'm going to tell you, this was in its own original box. It is hand painted by Ermi, and I don't know how old this is. It is just adorable, little babies and clouds and shooting stars, and it is just the prettiest little mobile for a little girl. She's got little buns in her hair, and even up here, this one is sitting on a ball, like the top of the world basically, and it just attaches to a crib, or whatever you want to attach it to. But it's in perfect condition. It's just gorgeous. And the fact that it's hand painted, I love. It's not manufactured in a factory and somebody's just pumping them out at 500 a minute. So the next thing I have is a Hess truck, and I've heard these are collectible, especially, you know, the old gas stations. And yes, it's in great shape. I am not sure, it's actually battery operated, so it's kind of cool. I guess it goes. I'm not big into trucks, but I'm sure somebody out there would love this. People collect all these things, you know, whether it was Citgo or Hess or whatever, gas stations back then, because I think they used to just sell them at the gas station. In the 70s, particularly, I remember seeing them when I was little. The next thing I have is you gotta see this. This is a little crow. It is a watering, like a fountain. It's an LED fountain. It's got these 2 little adorable crows on it, and I think it's the cutest. It was fully still in its box and still has the instructions and all the little parts and pieces. And I think it would be just so cute in somebody's garden. They're just kind of goofy, and if you like tin art, they're so sweet. So I'm just gonna say, don't you love it? Even their beaks move. I've got little glasses on and everything, so anyway, I'm gonna move this out of the way because it is kind of big. Next thing I have is a spice rack, which actually I remember having one of these growing up. It's a wall mounted, you know, you stick your little McCormick spices all over it, but it's fully complete in the box. It measures 15.5 high, 12.5 wide, and 2 3/4 deep. And it does not include any of the spices, of course, but it's ready to go. I will have that in my store. Like I said, I always try and look for things that are either new or almost indecipherably unused, or look very, very new. Excellent used condition is my thing, so I'm always looking for that. Or if it's vintage, it's gonna obviously look used. Let me keep going here. This is a Halo LED. It is a push light. You put it in dark spaces, whether it be a closet or, you know, you get up in the middle of the night and you want to light a hallway real quick, but you don't want to disturb the rest of the house. This is perfect. And this is brand new in the box. And it goes to 600 lumens and uses it replaces 65 watt bulbs. And it estimates $430 savings in a year. So that's kind of cool. The next thing I got is a PUR water filter. A very good price, brand new in the box. And these are always very desirable because nobody wants to drink the nasty tap water that comes out of your tap. So this is excellent for filtering a lot of the gunk that's in waters nowadays. So I will have this up in my store. It says it removes 99% lead, which is excellent. And it reduces 72 contaminants. So that's a good thing. Removes 96% mercury and 92% of pesticides, which always seem to flow into our waters. So I want one of those for myself. The next thing I found was at a little thrift store that was the bomb in Fuquay, Verena. And I found these little glasses with the silver edges, the dipped mid-century modern looking ones. They're just highball glasses. I actually got 3 of them at a very good price, and I thought they were cute, so I picked them up. The next thing I have is a baby brownie. It's a camera, and it was complete in its little box, and I picked it up at an estate sale of a 96-year-old man, and he was moving in with his kids because he just was too old to take care of himself anymore. And his house and the estate sale was amazing. Had a ton of antique toys, wind-up toys. Anybody who is a pneumatist who loves the coin collecting and the bill collecting, the dollars, there were silver certificates and plenty of silver coins. I did not pick up any because I don't know a whole lot about coinage, so I didn't go there. And 1,000 stamps, and it was just an amazing sale. And I was not able to go back today. I had a lot of things going on. So hopefully I didn't miss anything, but I did pick this up, and I am thinking about seriously getting a converter that will convert 35 millimeter film, since this takes 127, and you can find those. Sometimes people make them out of the 3D printers, and you can do that. And there are other ways on YouTube that I found that you can actually use a 35 millimeter and an old 127 film roll and use a little bit of sponges on the top and the bottom to hold the cartridge into place, and you can use that. And I will be trying these out, and if I ever get it to work, I am going to post videos, pictures of it in my videos, so you can see what I actually my end result was, because I think it's the coolest. It's a very, I love black and whites, and I've seen some examples of people who have used these lately, and it gives a dreamy, very, I think you call it bokeh effect, and it's just beautiful. So I'm seriously thinking about keeping this one. It took me forever to get it out of its box because that is a tight squeeze for some reason. I don't know how somebody, if they wanted to take a picture of anything quick, you couldn't do it back then, because I think that was made in like 1920s to 1940s. And I know they revamped it and added some other features to it and brought it back out, but I think that's cool. It's the coolest little camera. It's so simple too. And I got these two little roosters, and I think they're really cute. They kind of look folk arty, and I think they're kind of cute. I got these for like $2 a piece at a huge sale for someone who is actually having real bad medical problems, and it was an estate sale that was going on for a week, and it just started on the weekend. So these are something I got from there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can tell you about. I do have some wonderful purses in my shop, in my shops. There is a Coach purse. It is a bronze with a silver lining, a purple lining, satin. It's beautiful, and it's a rare one. It's also kind of vintage, so you might want to check that one out. I have a beautiful, beautiful, stunning Florentine Dooney and Bourke purse. It's a bit modified from the new one that I've seen online. The new one online has these little kind of side tabs where tassels hang off. Well, this one is in chestnut. I was trying to see if it was around me. In chestnut leather. It has a bright neon pink lining, has a little velvet green, oh, maybe it's suede, like just strip around the top, and the top zips, and it has the tassel attached to the zipper. Like I said, it does not have the little side tabs, but it's beautiful, just beautiful. And you can find that in my shop. That one retailed for $498, and that is not anywhere near my asking price, but check it out if you're into Dooney and Bourke. It's gorgeous. So with that, I am going to say have a wonderful evening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for dropping by. Please like and subscribe, because I love you and I really appreciate your support. Bye-bye.